My mom does too.
You said that right when I was starting the recording. Okay, welcome to Warhammer Battle Report, June 12th. This is going to be the Imperium versus the Xenos. Over here we have two different squads. We have the Sisters of Battle, and we have the Space Marines versus my two armies, Tyranid and Eldar. Turn 1 is about to commence. This is the end of the deployment phase. There will be more to come. I hope to God that I live to turn 1. More to come. Okay, end of turn 1 just completed. The Imperium struck a hard blow against the Xenos here. They took out a Zoanthrope. They killed my Wave Serpent before I even had a chance to move or do anything. Killed 2 Fire Dragons and took off a Bright Lance on one of my Warwalkers here. The Xenos replied with a vengeance, and I killed 4 Seraphim there, 3 Seraphim there, about 5 Sisters of Battle, 1 Scout, and a couple of Stormtroopers over there.
Fucking picking on me, ass.
That's kind of what I do. I pick on people. It's what I do best. I blew Bladestorm on both my Dyers, and it didn't do shit. It didn't do anything. So they are going to be useless next turn. We'll see how that goes. Fired Bright Lances at them. Couldn't pull it off because they have a horrible ballistics on the walkers. So I was kind of afraid that was going to happen. That was the end of turn 1. Turn 2 is about to begin, and there will be more to come. Alrighty. End of turn 2 for the Inquisition. Eldar and Tyranid have not gone yet. A quick little recap here. The Seraphim, along with the cannons, assaulted my Guardian or my Dire Avengers there, but they killed 2 and are currently locked in combat. I passed them around. Over here, the Sisters the Bolters fired on them. I think they only took out 1. Here's what I've lost so far. It looks like they took out 2. They killed a couple of Gene Stealers over here. Heavy Bolters and autocannons and shit were fired all over the place, but not a lot of damage happened. My rolls were pretty miraculous, to be honest with you. Lots and lots of 5s and 6s. He took a wound, but he's still in good shape, despite having been focus fired throughout the entire turn. Eldar and Tyranid turn is coming up. There will be more to come. Stay tuned. Alright, end of turn 2, my assault phase and shooting phase and all that fun stuff like that. This group here is still locked in combat. I lost 2 more. I can't seem to wound them no matter how many times I hit them. The Tyrant moved up, shot up the Scouts to death, killed them, no problem. Lots of blast plates landed on the Stormtroopers. They are down to 2 models. Gene Stealers shot at the Seraphim. 12 shots. Zilcho. Gaunts, I'm sorry. Gaunts shot at them. A bunch of blasts over here, only managed to kill like 1 or 2. And he voided out my power weapons with his Axe of Faith to reduce my Banshees to just good old-fashioned melee units. And I managed to only kill 3 out of the group of 4. That was pretty sad, because they're supposed to be melee gods. I wounded a lot, but if they're invulnerable, it doesn't mean shit. So they are currently locked in combat with 10 guys versus 1 Sister of Battle, and that will resume next turn. Let's see here. Gene Stealers moved up. These guys did nothing. These guys shot, killed the Exorcist. Finally, that guy's been a pain in my ass since day 1 since he bought it, and he has another one on the way, which is disgusting. And that is the end of turn 2, beginning in turn 3 with the Imperium's phased up. And there will be more to come. Yeah. It's almost over. Okay. End of turn 3, player 1, the Imperium. They managed to finally take out my Dire Avengers down here with the Canoness and the Seraphim there. And they just jumped over here to see if they can do some damage over here. The Seraphim with the Inquisitor attacked my Gaunts and killed almost all of them, but they are fearless currently because of Synapse and are locked. Banshees finally took out that last little guy, and that consolidated and moved up over there. Hive Tyrant took another wound, and he is still up there. The Zoanthrope finally took the last bullet and died from the Dreadnought over there. He's been a pain in the ass, actually. I should probably take him out pretty quick. Everything else seems to be in order. I lost some more Gene Stealers. They're currently down to just 2, so they're not looking good right now. Right now it's coming down to my turn, player 2, turn 3. Stay tuned, there'll be more to come.
Just regular
Oh, I don't have those.
Chargeable Kodak battery somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, end of turn 3, player 2. I took a pretty heavy toll on them that turn. My Banshees completely destroyed that squad of attack Marines, God bless power weapons. Wrecked the, the Predator with my Hive Tyrant, and he was trying to come up the rear to support the Banshees, who are pretty much left in the open to die at this point. As usual, the miracle saves come through, even though I attacked it many times, just can't hurt those guys. Canonus died, took out a warrior in the process, but that's big points for me. Shot a couple of blast plates over here, managed to scatter way off every single time, but I managed to kill a couple in the process. I believe that is all that happened that turn. There will be more to come. Starting turn 4, players 1. Let's see what the Imperium has gotten them. Let's see what happens here. More to come. Okay, turn 4, player 1 just finished their attack. They killed a couple of my Banshees with some heavy bolt rounds. The high armor ignoring stuff is tough to shrug off. Farsher took another wound. The combat here is yet to resolve. I can't make him roll any ones. Just is not happening. Finally, my Gene Stealers died. And that is it. There's not a lot left on the table here. More to come. Player 2, turn 4. Alrighty, end of turn 4. Shot up this squad a little bit with some heavy weaponry from the Carnifexes. Managed to land a couple wounds. Took this out once and for all with bright lances. Hit this guy on the damage table 5 times, glanced twice, but couldn't take it out. I hate walkers. These guys, yet again, have not taken a single wound. I've attacked them about 38 times at this point, and they are just not falling to the wrath, and they killed a couple of my guys with power weapons. Coming up to turn 5, we're going to see if it's the last turn. I'm going to go ahead and roll for that right now, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Okay, rolling right now. And that is it. This will be the last turn. Moving to player A, turn 5, more to come. Alrighty, ready. End of turn 5, player 1. Killed one more Dire Avenger and one more Banshee. That was it. Everything else kind of just glanced off everything. He shot my Carnifex a whole lot, but nothing did it. Toughness 6, save 3 is pretty damn good. Tough to crack. Coming up, my turn, very last turn, and then I will do a quick recap, and we will be done. More to come. Alright, end of the game. The result was pretty good for the Xenos. They had crushed the Imperium. Eldar, the Farseers saw it coming. I don't know why they didn't believe me when I told them that, but the Farseer saw it. That's Frank the Farseer. He knew it was coming. He saw it coming. Alright, so at the end of the game there, I assaulted him, hit him about 15 times on the penetration table. Couldn't take him out because you have to roll 5 or 6. I rolled a couple fives, but because it's venerable, I had to re-roll them, and they didn't go through. So he was alive to the very end, even though I pretty much murdered him. Those guys are actually dead, including that tank. It's wreckage. This tank is wreckage. This tank is wreckage. Those 4 guys and this Dreadnought are all that's left compared to the might of the Xenos. I got both Carnifexes, all Warwalkers, 2 Warriors, 3 Fire Dragons, some Banshees with the Farseer and my Hive Tyrant, and the Gaunt survived the entire game. Remember those pesky Seraphim and Inquisitor combo? You don't see them anymore, do you? Finally, on the last turn, I made him roll the 1. It was the only one that the Inquisitor rolled the entire time, and thank God it was to the Carnifex, because she would have had more wounds left, but because of the Carnifex, she got taken out. Took me forever, and I was starting to hate her, but finally did the job. Although this is wreckage as well. He was wreckage on turn 1. So there you have it. End of the game. The Xenos have defeated the Imperium. I'm sure there will be a rematch here in the near future. And thanks for watching. See you later.